One of the biggest myths in the fitness industry is that the reason why you gain muscle is so that you have a higher metabolism, so you can burn more calories even when you rest. The majority of the audience here will probably be newbies. So let me just ask you a question. In 1 year time, how much muscle mass do you think you can gain, right? Provided that you're not doing the... How much muscle do you think you can gain? I'll tell you, in a good case scenario, like really, really very good, you're looking at about 10 kg extra of muscle mass in that 1 year. And do you know what this does to your metabolism rate? 1 kg of muscle actually only burns about 13 calories extra per day. Okay, so per this 10 kg, you take 13 times 10 equals to 130. So when you're at rest and your muscle isn't doing anything, you are only burning an extra 130 calories per day. And this is provided that you don't lose any fat. Let's say if you do lose fat, right? Let's say you lose 10 kg of fat, right? So 1 kg of fat is actually 4.5 calories, right? So let's say you have 45, right? Over here, you have 130 minus 45, this will give you 85. So your net difference in your resting metabolic rate is only 85 calories. And how much difference do you think that makes to your life? Here's the point. I don't want you guys to think that the reason why I gain muscle is so that in the future I can slack off, because it's not how it works, right? It makes a difference. It makes a bigger difference, can I say, in doing your needs, right? Because if you put on that 10 kg of extra weight, you're gonna need more energy to move about, right? Which also includes your need, right? Which is non-exercise activity, thermogenesis, right? And the next thing is that when you do exercise, having more muscle mass burns significantly more than not having muscle. I want you guys to know that if you think today you want to gain muscle, so in the future when you're 50, when you're 60, when you're old, you can just slack around and my body just burns more calories by default. Sure, you might be right, but it probably isn't making a big difference. The big difference comes when you try to gain muscle, you get used to exercising, you get a good lifestyle, a sustainable lifestyle that you can prolong for a period of time, and that is when real change happens.